The vandalism of warehouses and looting of grains belonging to government and individuals in one story too many as activities of the looters increase across the country, with trucks bearing foodstuffs being randomly attacked and looted. The looters, mostly youth, attack warehouses and trucks in large numbers, cutting away grains, vandalizing roofs, doors and windows, among other valuables. Although measures have been taken to reduce the trend, looters continue their trade under the guise of hunger. Correspondent Inabuchi Oke takes a look at activities of looters and sends in this report.
The issue of looting became prominent immediately after the lift of ban on movement over the year 2020 lockdown occasioned by the outbreak of the dreaded coronavirus pandemic. The lockdown had altered progress on people's means of livelihood, causing hunger in the land. With no food available, the hungry youth resorted to looting of government storage facilities to help themselves. The storage facilities hold tons of relief materials, including food meant for distribution during lockdowns previously enforced to stem the spread of the novel coronavirus. While the distribution program had been temporarily halted across several states in the country for months, and with the knowledge that the relief items were still stored in some of the facilities, as well as in private homes of politicians, the hungry youth struck, looting the warehouses and carting away food items. Government described the looting as unfortunate, with security agencies making some arrests, while they ensured the biggest measures are being put in place to control the situation. The resumption of looting era seems a surprise to the government. Only in the first week of March 2024, 3 warehouses of the National Emergency Management Agency and a warehouse belonging to Kebbi State government were looted by suspected hoodlums in the guise of hunger and poverty, which Nigerians disputed, describing it as mere criminality.
To start with, looting shouldn't be the answer to whatever it is an individual is passing through, especially in a situation whereby we have some items stored or kept in a warehouse or in a certain shop for the benefit of the owner, probably maybe to sell or for economic purposes. And at the end of the day, you find out that some persons comes from nowhere to start looting all those things. To me, it's called stealing.
In this country, I am puzzled on what is going on in the country. In this country, I've not seen this. For the few years I've spent on this country, I have never seen what is going on. I knew during the war there was hunger, but it's not to this. And what is keeping us is our family tie, the love we have for each another. That is the reason why you don't see people eating themselves. But it has gotten to that in some places. If you go to rural areas, people are not seeing food to eat. People are not seeing money to buy things. There is no money, there is no food. What do you want? What do you expect people to do?
Actually, to say it as it is, it's criminal to loot or to invade a property belonging to the state. And if the act of the law is to catch on such a person, the person will be liable in court and will be sentenced depending on the provisions of the law. But the other way around, of course, it is expected of government, according to the provisions of the extant constitutional provisions, that the state's responsibility is to take care of the welfare and well-being of its citizens.
Only recently, human rights group the Joint Action Front and the Coalition of Revolution hit the streets of Lagos State to protest against the soaring price of food and the high cost of living in the country. In a similar vein, youth in Ibadan, your state capital, hit the streets to protest the skyrocketing price of food and state of the economy. Nigerians want government action on the promises to reflate the economy and make provisions for even development. Some of the plans, according to the citizens, must include provision of social amenities and adequate employment opportunities to engage the idle youth. That way, they may not have time to locate warehouses anywhere.
Create jobs, create the enabling environment, they can look for ways on how to even engage these youths, get them equipped, give them skills so that they can actually imbibe in to disabuse their mind or get them busy from even thinking of looting or stealing from wherever it is they have always been doing that. So it's something government can also look into to help them not to get themselves involved with any kind of looting. And then let's come up with advocacy program that can actually dispel that notion they have.
To do, government should just make sure it's more pro people. The era of saying we want to construct road when people need just water has gone. I've not seen instances where our budget is actually pro people. Our budgets are not pro people. And it starts from there. Everything you see that is contained in the budget that we carry about, they are just the inputs of ministers and those few people who call themselves politicians, who don't even know the terrain where all these things, the needs of the people in the hinterland.
Economy team, where is our economy going? So the government have to look inward and know what to do. We have experts. You go to all over the country, all over the world. Nigeria, the best brain is Nigerians. Can't the federal government get them and say, what are we going to do? Put the best team, economic team, and let's know what to do and shift out this hunger strike in the country.
There is no doubt that everything boils down to the idleness of the youth, which proves the adage, idle mind is a devil's workshop. Government must deliver on its development agenda promised in their campaign manifestos to end not only wealth looting, but also other social vices engaged in by some misguided youth.